In this video, we'll take a look at some of the differences with the time charges and tracking and expense tracking in the old DL versus the new DL. In the old DL, we have your very familiar page for time and expenses. In the new DesignerLogic, if you come over here, there's a link right here in the navigation, and you'll see these are your expenses. It looks very much the same. You have your expense tracking for things like hotel rooms, dining and whatnot, travel, things like that. And over here you have your time logs. Likewise, the log is very similar to the old one. And that looks like this over here in the old DesignerLogic. And the new one obviously looks much better, but works basically the same. Some of the differences are you can actually adjust the bill rates before you actually do the billing. For example, if somebody puts in 3.5 hours of time, but you want to give the client a break and only charge 2 hours and 45 minutes, you can do that in the billing section before you actually bill them. And so how that looks is if you go to billing here, and you'll see all the ones that are ready to bill. And if you want to adjust anything, like this is 11 hours right here, and you can just click this and say, well, no, we're actually going to charge for just 10. So you just put that in, and it'll let you know that that is going to be billed at less than what the logged amount is. Now it keeps both of these, and you can see a report that shows the difference, so you can see how much the adjustments were and what was saved or what was given to a client. Now, another thing that is different about the new DesignerLogic is you can also copy time logs very quick. If you have a time log you use over and over again, just click this little top copy icon and it'll copy the whole thing. You can make adjustments after that. And then you have an edit link here, similar to the old one. You just edit that time log on the fly right there. Now, one thing that's new in the time billing is the old DesignerLogic had this billing system where you would filter this list, and then you would basically select all the ones you wanted to include in the billing and hit bill selected, and then that would create a line item in the project that you could then put on an invoice like any other item. Now, the new one is better. What it does is if you go over to billing here, it'll show you all the unbilled ones, and if you select the items you want to bill, you just hit bill selected, and what it does is it's going to total up all of them for each project, and it's going to create a batch of billing. And so what that looks like is here in the batches, it's going to show you all of the billings for each one, and you can void them if you want to start over. Just hit void batch, and here you're able to, if you click it, it will basically show you the invoices for that batch, and you can click make invoice, and it'll just automatically create an invoice for this time thing. You don't have to go through the whole thing of going to the project, finding the item, and putting it on an invoice. You just click make invoice, and that's going to create a time billing invoice for you. As well, there's a new start timer where you can use this little timer up here to go on off for projects, timing, and billing. And all you have to do is fill this out. And then when you're done, just hit finish. And when it finishes, it'll reset, and so you can start another project and keep billing, and it creates these little time logs. So you can use this little timer to go on and off, and you can navigate away from it in other tabs and come back to it, and it will still be running. You can also use this little button here to detach it if you want to just put this over on the side and keep working and just use this little timer to bill on and off all day long. It's very helpful. And if you want to discard it, just hit discard, and it will basically remove what you were doing. And so that is the main things about the time billing. It also has views and reports just like the old one. You have weekly totals where it'll give you your staff's weekly totals and time right here, and you can adjust these dates very easily. And it also has your other kinds of reports as well. If you click on that, you'll see these other reports you can do. It's very similar to the old one. And you can also adjust your sales codes if you want to. Just select a name, a staff name, and then you can adjust the billing rates for that staff person by sales code. So the time and expenses is a much more sophisticated module than it used to be, and I think you'll find it quite helpful.